5 seconds remaining. Radiant
So let's
team
see what
ban.
heroes they pick. Normally, if we're back to the old ways.
We are back to the old ways. With Nat in the game, we tend to see bans on Windranger, bans on Rubik. Trying to think if there are any
And
other.
my Dota crashed.
10
Did it?
seconds
Oh,
remaining.
that's a shame.
Yes.
At least I can still see you on the stream, which is nice.
That's
5
good.
seconds
Yeah, it's just
remaining.
Dota.
Tusk was banned, actually. First ban, Tusk. They really don't want to see it. It did very well in that game. We know Wobber can play it. We now know Jabatemail can play it. And actually, the team who had it last, Jabatemail, decides to be the team to ban it.
Yeah, seems to be a really good in-house hero. A lot of people play it
10
really well.
seconds remaining.
You're right, Ollie.
5 seconds remaining.
It is nice to have channel points to redeem for a free sub. I agree. But that's 4 Rainbow Warriors. I guess Rainbow Warrior doesn't last very long. Maybe I should reduce it a bit. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I'll reduce it, because otherwise people won't use Rainbow Warrior so much, and I like using that on
Team
stream.
ban.
Good point, Ollie. Let's do that. Which channel point rewards? Whereabouts do I go to change that?
Radiant team pick.
I never remember where anything is on Twitch, because it's in like 6,000 different places. So it's so hard to find. Like, I'm trying to find
Dire team
where are
pick.
the channel point rewards. I don't even know. Anyway, let's change that later. Elongate it based on how many points you donate. Well, I can't do that unless I make lots of Rainbow Warriors, and then I can have, like, I don't know. It's too difficult to manage. Anyway, Kunkka is going to be the first picked hero.
10
Now,
seconds
we
remaining.
usually see it as a mid hero, so if you're first picking Kunkka, you probably don't want to play at
5
mid, and this is
seconds
going to be
remaining.
some weird pos 4 Kunkka.
It is pretty flexible. You can also run it off lane. But usually, like,
Radiant
of course
team
it's
pick.
ran mid. Post 4 Kunkka isn't... I'm not sure how good that is. I haven't seen that in forever.
Kunkka and his nemesis immediately picked. Tidehunter versus Kunkka straight away.
It's very lore friendly here.
It
with the
is.
opposite teams.
Ben, Blood, he used to play a lot of POS 3 Kunkka, and he had a very good win rate using it in ranked. So it can work. I mean, Tidebringer hits both heroes in the wave. It does push the lane up a little bit. You can farm. He's got great utility. Like, Kunkka can go Aghanims and Ag Shard and just spam massive amounts of torrents and boats everywhere. Doesn't have to build pure Daedalus build like Ollie did, who went Daedalus, Daedalus,
10
Daedalus.
seconds remaining.
Blink BKB, I think, was that Ollie's build in the end? Was too chicken to buy a
5
rapier.
seconds remaining.
Okay, you've got a Witch Doctor Kunkka. Might not be
Witch
laning
Doctor is
together.
Witch Doctor is very good against Tidehunter. Just an undispellable Maledict going through. You just Maledict him, he has to be really careful.
Yeah,
Tidehunter.
and if you've got your ultimate on Witch Doctor, Tidehunter has to Ravage to cancel it, or he just sits there and dies. So, okay, Venomancer. So Venomancer Tide gives you a lot of teamfight damage, massive AoE damage, followed by a huge AoE stun as well. So it's a great teamfight combo there already. Veno tends to be played POS 3, which makes it a bit of an unusual pick straight after Tidehunter.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
So not quite sure about that.
Ban.
I just wonder what they're trying to do with this Venom, if this is gonna be a core, or if they're just saying, okay, we can flex this as well. Like, this can be pause 4, this can be pause 5, people pick this hero pause 5, or even Jungle Venom.
Ah, no, please.
We'll see how griefy they feel today. If they want to try the Jungle Venom. Apparently it's not that bad, but you didn't hear that from me.
The problem with jungling used to be in the meta a while ago, where it wasn't that uncommon to have a jungler on your team. You wouldn't moan about it. You go, okay, we've got a jungler. Because do you remember Jungle Lycan? Disappear for about 10 minutes, come out and solo Roche and have like 20k net worth. I mean, those days are gone, I'm afraid. But
That was thankfully before my time. I never witnessed that.
well, I've been playing since 2011, and jungling has gone in and out of fashion. Nature's Prophet jungling from level 1 definitely was a thing. Lifestealer jungling, Bloodseeker jungling, Legion Commander jungling with the Iron Talon. You had all sorts. And the pro scene randomly puts in a bit of jungle here and there. I feel like if you're jungling, though, it does mean you have a 1 versus 2 lane, so you need a hero who can survive that. So there's already a massive trade-off there. Also, they nerf the jungle creeps a little bit, so they don't increase in gold as the game goes on, whereas they used to.
Team pick.
Doesn't really matter in the early game, but I guess it can matter if you jungle for long enough.
Yeah, jungling is definitely not viable. It's very bad. At least like jungling from level 1.
Yeah, like I
That's-
like that you can go into the jungle if your lane is really horribly lost on like level 4 on a core and say, well, I've got my Ring of Health, I'm just going to go jungle because my lane's awful. I like that. They go for Juggernaut, immediately decide Pango. Pango's a very good hero against Juggernaut because he can just immediately swashbuckle away. So you're never really in danger of being spun on in the early game. But it does mean it could be Kunkka mid.
Could be. Still, yeah.
First pick Kunkka mid would be a really, really ballsy play. I think Kunkka actually has a really terrible win rate at the moment. I may have made that up, but I think last time I checked, it was pretty low. Yeah, there it is. It's almost at the bottom, 44.8% win rate. Okay, it's up 0.8%, but that's an atrocious win rate in Dire. It's the 5th lowest win rate hero. But yet we saw people like Ollie play it, and we thought, oh, okay, if you're in the hands of a good Kunkka player, it's still a good hero. So I'm not sure why it's so bad. What happened to Kunkka that made his win rate go that low? They even buffed his Tidebringer talent at level 25.
I have no idea what made him so bad.
Ollie, why is Kunkka so bad? Or his win rate so bad?
Maybe it's the same thing that like the same problem that Timber has. Timber has a very low win rate, but that hero is very good. It's just very hard to play and requires a lot of like good macro decision making, like where to be on the map. And Kunkka is a hero that can really dominate early games and has to like move around, and the enemy team is required to dodge him because he's so strong, and you really need to abuse that. And he doesn't scale that well damage wise. So the longer games go, the worse he gets, kinda, and he kind of just dies as well at some point.
Well, Ollie tried to get across the scaling issue by just stacking Daedalus and getting a Blink Dagger. So you have that option is always there, but like you said you have to stay ahead. If you start falling back on Kunkka, you know, I guess you just get Aghanims and start making the most of Torrent Storm. Get the triple boat instead. So triple boat, Torrent Storm, and normal Torrent X marks the spot. You've got a lot of utility, but you stop becoming a core. So I guess you have to make that decision depending how the game is going. Grimstroke Juggernaut, that's a good combo. They don't have any combos really with the Grimstroke ulti, but Soulbind itself can hold Pango in place when he's ulting, and that is good enough really.
That's very, very good, yeah.
Yeah, so good pick on Grimstroke. I think no one wants to lane against Grimstroke Juggernaut, so whatever support is with Pango, be careful.
So I think you do want to lane Pango against Jug Grimstroke so he can at least queue away from it.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
You cannot put... I think you basically have to put Kunkka mid now or pause 4.
I don't think pause 4 Kunkka wants to play against Juggernaut Grimstroke either. You'll just get spun on and die again and again and again. Out comes Gyrocopter as the pause 1. Okay.
It's very good against Tidehunter. Like, they have a lot of kill potential on him. When he gets, like, rocketed, he gets maledicted, and then the huge amounts of magic damage from the rocket barrage, it can definitely kill Tidehunter very easily.
Yeah, I agree. I think Gyro is one of those heroes who has an excellent early game because you're almost like Juggernaut. You have a magic damage spell, which you can spam in the early game, and you transition into a physical carry. Of course, Gyro has the Aghanims effect, which is a constant auto attack that you don't even need to do anything. It just happens automatically. Even when you're stunned, it still procs. And you've got Flat Cannon, which lets you easily hit the entire enemy team, but only for a limited number of hits. So yeah, he scales fairly well Gyro into the late game. Maybe not as hard as a hero like Terrorblade, but it's decent enough. He may struggle dealing with a Juggernaut. If you get Omnislashed as Gyro, there's very little you can do except sit there and die. Maybe Ghost Scepter yourself. I don't know. It's not easy.
10 seconds remaining.
He's very bad against like huge amounts of magic damage and a lot of control, and I feel like they already have that. And with the Omnislash, they also have an easy way of killing him. But Gyro late game is actually really, really strong. Like this hero with like Satanic and stuff and lifestealing while stunned.
That's true. Yeah,
so good.
I remember seeing that. I saw a Gyro press Satanic. They stunned him and they couldn't kill him because the sidecar was just proccing the 200% lifesteal Satanics, which is quite funny. Gyro doesn't have really any scaling moves though, apart from Aghanims and the fact that he Flat Cannon hits multiple targets. But one-on-one, he's a short-ranged hero without steroids. So his whole team fight, well, his whole carry gimmick is that he can hit the entire enemy team at the same time.
Yeah, you never have damage issues with a Gyro.
Not when it comes to big team fight damage, yeah. If you need to kill one high-value target, like if you're desperate to kill an anti-mage, you're not going to do it with a Gyro. But they don't have that. They just need to win the team fight. So yeah, BKB beat Gyro, sure. I like it.
Yeah. Without a BKB, this game is very scary for him.
Yeah, Tide, Veno, Grim, you're going to
10
struggle.
seconds remaining.
TA ban. Puck ban. Puck is also a hero that's very good against Gyro. You can also, with X, lock him down during his BKB.
You can.
They already have disabled through his BKB with the Grimstroke ult.
Now, Radiant, I'm just not sure about the Kunkka. Either they pick a support, and therefore Kunkka becomes mid. Or Kunkka is like a pos 4. I don't like that against Juggernaut. I feel like Kunkka would just feed. Not because the Kunkka player is bad, but because what do you do as a melee against Grimstroke Jug? Jug says, I want to go on you, and Grimstroke just puts Inkswell, and then you're dead. So, it's not
Need
good.
something with like an escape. So I still think it should be
10 seconds
Pango.
remaining.
It will be Pango offlane, but I don't see Kunkka being played pos 4. I
seconds
feel like he
remaining.
has to go mid now. There's no choice. But anyway, the reserve time is 8 seconds, so Veteran better have something up his sleeve. And they go for Rubik. Okay, good. I think that hero makes sense. You can steal Ravage, you can steal Soulbind. You've got some good spells to steal the Veno wards, which is quite annoying. And that means Kunkka is going to go in the mid lane, even though he was first picked, which I think is quite an interesting way to draft, but it's going to pay off. Radiant have a
10
quite good
seconds
team
remaining.
in terms of team fight. They don't have ultimates like Ravage, but they still have Kunkka to engage with the boat. They have Pango who can go in with the roll. They've got cooldown. They've got enough.
It's a good last pick here for Dire. Still need a mid laner.
What mid laner goes well here? You have to play against Kunkka. I think Death Prophet's good. Death Prophet is very good against Kunkka. It gives you some push. The Radiant team can't kill a Death Prophet quick enough, I don't think. Yeah, I think I would go Death Prophet this game. Morphling.
Ooh,
Wow, that is interesting. Not what I was expecting. Morphling is quite good against Kunkka because if the X marks the spot happens, well, you just press Morph Strength, and there's no way you're going to die. So that definitely works. You can easily outcarry a Gyrocopter. You can assassinate a Rubik and a Witch Doctor immediately as soon as you have the E-Blade. Gives you another carry. With Grimstroke, it's pretty good because you've got a double E-Blade combo. So yeah, I can see
also,
Morphling.
morphing into Gyro is insane on Morphling.
You just steal the Gyro and get the flat cannon, then turn
Get
off
the
flat
flat
cannon, and then just
cannon.
hit the entire enemy team.
It's very, very strong.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Morphling's
I
kind
really
of like
like this
Rubik in a way.
I love watching Morphling as well. I'm excited about this. It's one of the heroes I want to learn, so I'm
Did
always
I
hyped.
never change the stream title? I never changed the stream title. I literally
Oh,
got
no
all the way
way.
this far in before changing it. But no one commented this far in. I've changed it now, but I can change it in the video manager. But I have to wait for the stream to end. Then I'll change it so it doesn't look like. So no one will see. The blunder would have been forgotten. But
Prepare.
Dan, you're the first person this far in to actually have noticed. It basically goes to show no one really reads the stream title. I know. I used to never, ever, ever forget it. I never forgot the stream title ever, and now honestly, I just can't remember it. One day I'll get good at streaming. I better have a checklist, like, you know, when a pilot is doing the pre-flight checklist. I've just got it on a clipboard, just ticking everything off. I might actually do that. Get it laminated.
Let's look at items here. So it is offlane Pango, as expected. It's a mid Rubik.
It's a mid Rubik?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And it's an AFK and Fountain Kunkka. Oh, never mind. He's so
I mean, he's got a Windlace, and Kunkka isn't the slowest of heroes, but I still don't see how he's going to deal with a Juggernaut.
It's not a lot of pressure this hero applies in lane as pos 4, especially against Jug. This lane is going to be hard.
Everyone's predicting that we have 4 predicts on the diet, and so far 0 on the Radiant. So I feel like there's very little faith in the mid Rubik. But you have Nat on his signature hero, so don't count him out. Oh, it's 3 versus 2. Veteran, you're in a lot of trouble. Out comes the Coconut, but I'm afraid the constant slow coming out from the Veno. Veteran just spamming missile salvo after missile salvo, but it's not going to be enough, and Kinder will get the kill.
Last game, he got the first blood. Now he got first blooded.
Yeah, that's true. Bit of a turnaround. Kinder is going to get first blood, so 281 gold on a Veno. He has bought nothing but regen, so now he can finally buy some boots. Why does Rhyme not like Veno for? Veno used to be a support. For a long time, Veno was seen as a support hero. You just maxed out your first ability. But now he's usually played as POS 3 or even mid. He said Veno 4 is Garbo. Yeah, but Rhyme's knowledge applies not really to games at this tier level. We can really have anything work. I mean, first pick Kunkka we've got this game, but then Kunkka is literally playing POS 4, which is such a weird place to play Kunkka. But we'll see. You've got a Morphling versus a Rubik mid. I think Rubik will do well against the Morphling because he's just got so much magic damage, but I guess he doesn't have the burst to quite kill a Morphling.
Also, the way Rubik's W works is reduces base damage, I think. Oh no, it's actually all damage.
It's just damage.
Yeah.
So it's always good. Goes up to 34% damage reduction, which is very good against the Morphling. And then because you're stealing so much damage from Morphling, is this the chance to get Fadebot Borrow's hero damage? Become carry Rubik?
I would love to see that.
This would be the game, right? Morphling has really high damage.
I still feel like the problem you have if you go for right-click Rubik is your survivability is just not there. So you're never going to be able to like actually be in fights.
Oh, look at the damage going on to Kinder. Massive damage. Veteran getting his revenge. Is that Maledict going to be enough? Rank 1 Maledict tends not to be, but out comes the stun. Oh no, he thought he could TP out, so now he has no TP, and Luskadu will get the kill. Veteran already with the revenge from the first blood. Very nice play. Going for missile at level 2 rather than going for flat cannon to harass because he wants to be really aggressive this lane, and it paid off. Does 100 damage at level 1.
Yeah, this is an absolute kill lane. Like, Witch Doctor, Gyrocopter, if both of them get their spells off.
I think Jabate Mail's in trouble and he just walks away. I'm surprised that Doige and Wobber haven't already gone in on Jabate Mail. I guess they've got great lane equilibrium and they're going to be able to keep the lane under the tower. Morphling doing okay though in last hits. Sitting on 80 damage. Only 9 plus 9 strength. Already has double Wraithband, probably going for a bottle next. Jabate Mail seems to be fine this lane, taking a lot of right click from Wobber, but otherwise okay.
Ooh, that range could be nice. Mid.
E-man, going
And
quite aggressive on Luskadu. Will you teach me how to play Tinker properly? Because I really don't do well on that hero.
The best way to play Tinker is not to play in this patch.
Oh, cool, yeah. Well, I have about 100 games on Tinker, and I'm absolutely garbage. I just cannot play that hero properly. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
The hero's just it's like painfully slow. And isn't really that good in lane. Like, you have to have really good mechanics and have a lot of stacks to farm. And it's just so slow, which... Okay, they're going in on the Tide Hunter here.
They try him. They get the stun. They get a double Maledict again. Second time double Maledict. So not only will V-Man die, but Kinder is taking a lot of damage. Luskadu going in with the right click. Doesn't quite get the Venomance. Venomance has to immediately salve. So they might have got first blood, but it's not enough to help them win this lane. The power of Gyrocopter and Witch Doctor is just too strong. How many damage is that?
Double Maledict. It's crazy.
How much damage do you do? 10 rockets per second, so, and you do 3 seconds worth. That's 360 magic damage from a level 2 ability. That goes up to 22, so that's 660 damage you can do with an ability that has a 5.5 second cooldown. Very, very good raw damage. Look at the damage Nat just did, bolting Juju in the face with a rank 3 Fable. Hasn't even gone for a single rank of telekinesis. Went for more arcane supremacy just to get the spell amp up. It's only a 4% increase in spell amp, but every little bit counts when you're playing mid lane. It's already doing 300 damage. Juju just goes straight in. Not entirely sure what that was for. Loses a fair bit of base damage, but is still going to be okay. I mean, Morphling is better late game than a Rubik anyway, so if he's going even, he's happy.
Yeah. With level 5, he's very safe as Morphling in this lane, because Rubik doesn't have a lot of... Like, his damage is very predictable. He only has Fate Bolt for now.
Yeah, so you can't die. You just morph as much agi as you can. As soon as you get low, you just go a bit of strength after the Fade Bolt. I think that's the thing about morphing. It's knowing how much health you need to survive, and then you can just morph the rest.
Witch Doctor getting gone on here by Veno. He has a TP. He needs to TP out if he wants to live. He's Galed.
Yeah, I
Cannot
think
run
he's
away
dead.
from this.
You don't have heal. But Rubik, he turns up. Nice, gets the Gale. Massive bolt goes into the Venno. Doesn't have telekinesis. And Kinder Surprise, I don't know if he knew that or he just decided to risk it. But no telekinesis means he can just TP away from a Rubik mid. Luskadu will survive, however.
Saved his support, but again, lost a few CS mid.
Yeah, Juju's happy. Has Juju got Morbid Mask yet? And when you're playing Morphling, the first item you need is a Morbid Mask. Wraithband's fine, Bottle fine, you need a Morbid Mask. You don't need Treads, you need Morbid Mask.
Oh, he's got the Raindrops. Backpacks them. Very nice play because he's Galed. So he saves the Raindrops for now. Only lost 1 charge to it.
Very clever. He's literally on 1 HP. Does get a rune. Secures the haste rune. Anyway, Deutsch, he's managing to farm okay. Everyone's farming fine. You've got V-Man. He's playing a bit of POS 3 today. Also managing to get some farm. Jara only on 23 last hits, whereas you've got 36 on a Rubik, 29 on a Juggernaut. But Gyro can farm up very quickly. He can just get some more points in the flat cannon. It starts at only 2 attacks, which is pretty rubbish. But it does go up to a nice, healthy 5. Torrent going in on the camp. This is a massive camp. Juggernaut can easily farm that with the Blade Fury.
Nice, cancels the pull. Almost.
Kind of. Yeah, 90%. Oh, but Wobber repulls.
It has no arms to defend
That pull is
itself.
not going to do anything, I don't think. Or will it? Will it get the range creep?
I'm very surprised on how well the Pango is doing. So, level 5. Like, level 5.
Yeah, not too many CS though. I mean, doing okay in CS, but not having a massive game.
He's not winning, but like XP-wise, this looks very good.
Right, they are going for the camp now. And they do manage to take it. Stroke of Fate plus the spin, and that's pretty much every creep dead. Now, Juju, however, manages to get a kill, turns up in the bot lane and finds a kill. Doesn't even have a single point in Adaptive Strike, which is interesting. Actually just deciding to max waveform for the raw damage that it gives. Void, he is running away, but he does manage to farm the stack. So look at his last hits. 43 last hits. Took a massive stack there. So he's going to be pretty happy with that exchange. Bobber's rank 1 Stroke of Fate helping him out. They've now got rank 2 Inkswell, which is a lot stronger than rank 1. A lot more, almost double the stun duration. They just need to use it. Go on, Jabate Mail. I mean, that was definitely a chance to go on Jabate Mail. Just Inkswell, Doge, and run straight at him at the Kunkka. They're playing way too passive. 0-0-0 Jug against the Kunkka.
They need to pull this wave back somehow. Like, it's very hard to commit on kills now when the lane is in a spot like this. And Boba does go to pull. This is not gonna work, I think. Yeah, this pull won't work.
You're right. They can't just go straight under the tower. You've now got level 6
What?
Pangolier.
Veteran is getting gone on. He's getting very low. He's
Wow, he
scaled.
is low. Yeah, I think he might actually die here. Getting another rocket barrage out, doing a lot of damage to Veeam. I think V-Man's going to go down either way, or maybe not, because there's no way a Witch Doctor can get enough damage off. Does get the Maledict, but Maledict without any follow-up tends not to be enough damage. They finally get a kill in the top lane, but that's thanks to Juju, who turns up with a double damage, and it's 200 damage coming out from a Morphling. You'll, of course, get a free Strength and Agi in leveling up the attribute game, which is why you tend to go for it. Nat is TPing in the bot lane. He's going to get a kill on Kinder Surprise. Doesn't have the Bolt. He's just going to right-click into death, then gets the kill with the Fade Bolt. But Kinder able to get a kill on Luskadu. Nice play. The Dire have 3 kills ahead of the Radiant, but net worth is still very, very even.
I just see this looming threat of Morphling free farming or like farming a lot this game, getting kills.
Yeah, 2-0 Morphling, 49 last hits. Still hasn't bought a Morbid Mask, but we'll overlook that. I think he's just going to get... maybe going to rush E-Blade. I'd probably rush E-Blade if I was mid-Morphling. I had this much of an early start. Just get some easy kills. You don't have to be the hard carry this game. You've got a Juggernaut. He's going Battle Fury as well. So maybe go E-Blade and just be a presence on the map.
Yeah, you can definitely go for that build, do a lot of magic damage. It's very good against Witch Doctor, it's good against Rubik.
Rubik's just morphing some of his Agi into strength. 1500 HP Rubik.
Yeah, you love to steal that spell on Rubik.
Yeah, don't go full Agi. That would be a problem. Don't buy Morbid before neutrals could get the lifesteal. That's a good point. You may find the Possessed Mask. That's a new item. And he hasn't actually needed a Morbid Mask in the lane because he's not taken too much damage. He's going to go for the rune. Yeah, easy waveform.
Bottom
Waveform
lane.
is now stolen. Yeah, bottom lane. We're going to have a look at a fight. We actually get the cooldown going to V-Man. It is going to drop on his head, but Maldic has already applied some of its charge. I think Kin is in a bit of trouble. Out comes the rocket barrage. They'll get the kill with the right click. V-Man also taking a lot of damage. He's on 100 HP. Going to have to go back. Juju turns up, but not going to do too much here. Now has Morph. Might decide to turn into the Gyro. Can also turn to Witch Doctor if he wants to get Maledict off.
Really do anything here? Or is he able to do anything here? That Arcane Rune. Grimstroke's coming in.
But then Veteran decides to go back. And no, they're way too far away. Top lane, bit of a fight. A lot of damage being done by someone. He decides to roll, but now it's going to be quite hard to get a stun onto Doige, and so just going to roll away. Does manage to get a TP though, and also the healing ward. Let's have a look at the farm. 11 minutes in. Whoa, Jabatemo's turned up. It's got the boat. X marks the spot. And Ginter died so quickly, almost didn't see it. The Fade Bolt went in at exactly the same time as the boat.
Damage.
The boat is 400 damage, and Fade Bolt max rank is doing 445 damage. That's max rank Arcane Supremacy, 26% spell amp. Fade Bolt is practically a Laguna Blade at this point. The Laguna Blade on a 10-second cooldown. Veteran will find yet another kill, very low on HP. Looked like V-Man actually dropped the Ravage, but still didn't find a kill. V-Man yet again going for his bottle mid. Juju really doesn't care about Jabate. Just going to hit the tower. Like, what can you do?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So much armor.
Oh no, he morphed the wrong stat! That is not the play. That would clip that. Someone clip that. Wobber is being caught on in the top lane, but I think he's going to be okay. Takes a bit of damage. Actually gets lifted back by Nat. I think Nat may find the kill here because the Phantom's going to come back and get the kill. Yeah, so when you're being torrented, don't morph full Agi because that will get you instantly killed. And to bait, I was thinking,
solo kill actually.
Thanks for the gold. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But
Okay, anyway, it happens. Sometimes, I guess.
you know, if you want to play Morphling to its limits, devs like this happen.
Yeah, he just pressed the wrong button. If he pressed strength, he would have been fine. But he pressed Agi instead. I saw the green sort of spray on him and I thought, oh no. He's made a huge mistake. Look at the net worth of Rubik. Rubik with 93 last hits already. A good 20 ahead of the Morphling. But then again, this is a Rubik. Rubik has a very strong early game. He's now got to make it work. He's got the Blink Dagger already. Rushing Ether Lens. So he's just playing normal Spellcaster Rubik. Went for Fade Bolt borrows hero damage. Thought, I don't need 150 HP. Because I've already morphed a load of Agi into strength. So I'm going to start stealing some of your damage. Or borrowing, as it should be.
It borrows. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a bit of a fight going on here. Morphling just goes straight in. Out comes the Soulbind as well. Massive silence comes out, but here is a boat. Boat doesn't actually harm anyone, but they managed to kill the Morphling. The Radiant somehow all alive, even though they've been hit by everything. The Venomwell, out comes a Witch Doctor. Well, that's going to find the kill. And now we're still going to continue the fight. We don't have Ravage from V-Man, but then a big turnaround. Nat almost dies. Wow. Massive damage coming out from Wobber. And I think V-Man, will he get the kill in Jabate? Not quite strong enough. And now you've got Gyro doing a lot of damage. Out comes the Missile Barrage, but taking quite a lot of damage on this Gyro. Someone is finally here. Nat goes in, gets the kill with the Waveform. So a very back and forth fight. It looked first really good for the Dire, but then they weren't able to get any kills. In fact, we're going to have a look at an instant replay there because that was a really interesting fight. And so as you can see, the Dire just engaged straight away, but then the Radiant get a huge Botif on the Morphling, and because they got the silence, they were able to kill the Morphling. That was a stolen silence from the Rubik, by the way. It wasn't Grimstroke silence.
Yeah, that was very important to get that silence off. And that, look how low he gets. He dodged the damage with the waveform. He dodged the, what's it called, gush damage. So he didn't die, and then he goes in and finishes it off with the waveform. Absolutely beautifully played by him.
Waveform's a nice ability to take just because it gives you so much mobility, and you do over 400 damage with it thanks to Arcane Supremacy. You almost feel like Rubik's tempted to get like a Kaya or something, just to get some spell amp because you hit so hard. But maybe 8% spell amp's not worth it. I guess you could go Bloodstone Rubik, but maybe it's a bit greedy. He's just going for Ether Lens so he can have more cast range. Playing like a standard Rubik. Very high on the net worth. In fact, Pango is in the second spot when it comes to net worth. He has gone for Maelstrom, which helps him farm. Means he can instantly delete waves with Swashbuckle. Then you've got Morphling and Jug pretty close behind. Radiant with a 4k lead at the moment. And I know pretty much everybody bet on the Dire, so they are expecting the Dire to win. I think the Dire still have a good chance. Already being 5k behind is maybe not what they want to be. Nat has already jumped in. He's going to hold on to waveform. Adaptive Strike's strength comes out to knock him away.
Oh, that's got
Morphling
They
trying
tried
to
to
get
burst
Ebed.
him down. He got pretty low there, but Juju with great reaction time, getting the attribute shift off.
There's no points in Tidebringer on the Kunkka. I guess that makes sense, right? If you're playing a support, because he's already got Meteor Hammer. He has no boots, but he's got a Meteor Hammer. Somewhat, he doesn't actually get the spin off in time, but he's going to be able to kill him. Look at the damage coming out from that. Waveform straight in, gets the kill. He's being Omni Slash, but Omni Slash does not do much damage when all you have is most of a Battle Fury. Out comes the massive stun coming out from somewhere. Here's the cooldown. The cooldown hits 3, but out comes a Ravage. Do we have the damage to burst Veteran? Yes, we do. But I think that's not going to be worth it because the entire Dire team are going to be killed now. Meteor Hammer isn't going to land on anyone. In fact, doesn't look too bad for the Dire. They did manage to find 2 kills, and they were on 2 of the high net worth heroes. And the Radiant managed 3 kills. So all in all, not terrible for the Dire team. I want to see a fight recap, but it's not going to show us just yet. No, where's the fight recap?
No idea.
Doesn't.
I really wanted to see that one as well. Oh, there it is. There it
Oh,
is.
okay, that took a while. Very close, actually. Almost a complete even trade.
Wow. But Jug died, and he is very close to Battle Fury.
He's getting closer, 16 minutes 30, but he still needs 1,000 gold, so, or just under 1,000 gold. So he's going to have it up around 18, 19 minutes. Morphling is getting closer to the E-Blade. Not too far away now. I feel like you get more points in Adaptive Strike by this point, or maybe not. Maybe I'm a bit of out of touch with Morphling. I feel like that should maybe be slightly higher by now.
I don't know about this debate like build. He has no ability to really push lanes without Tidebringer.
He has a Meteor Hammer.
Oh yeah, I guess it's,
He can just Meteor Hammer the wave if he really wants to. The cooldown is only 24 seconds. He can use it on the tower now if he wants. He does about 300 damage to towers. So I guess it works because you X marks the spot into the Meteor Hammer, don't you? Then just pull them back.
I have no idea what the combo is.
Oh, no, he's going to go with the full boat as well. And Meteor
Now
Hammer.
he's jamming.
Wow, that's a lot of damage to the Venomancer, but of course Nat's just going to come in and yeet the kill. But now Jabatemo's going to go down. And Nat, he steals the Blade Fury. He's going to use it to spin away. I'm not sure if that's worth the trade. It is a 1-for-1, but you did just give a kill to the Morphling, which is not the hero who you want to give kills to. This hero is getting closer and closer to his E-Blade, but look how far ahead Nat is in net worth. It's almost insane. He's ahead on the last hits. His KDA is 804. I mean, this is Nat on his signature hero. Now he has Blink Blade Fury, and his Blade Fury is doing 214 damage a second. So over 1,000 magic damage coming out from his Blade Fury, which he can then finish off with a 435 damage Fade Bolt. He has gone for the cast range talent. Interesting that he went for Fade Bolt steals hero damage because he didn't need the health. But then he didn't go for the 100 base damage talent. That's a lot of base damage at level 15 on a hero. Some heroes have to wait till level 25 to get, or level 20 to get 30 damage.
Yeah, that's indeed a lot.
But he went for cast range. He went for Ether Lens. You get cast range from Arcane Supremacy. He has a ridiculous cast range. And there you go. He's just going to spin. Fade Bolt spin. Easy kill. Now he's going to back off. Out comes the Meteor Hammer. You don't need it. Tower's already dead. Jabetmo will get the last hit on the tower there with it. Veteran just farming it up. He's very close to Aghanim's.
Yeah. Going BKB afterwards. Very good build. He just
Tanky builds, yeah. Rubik is also level 15. He is a very high level. Juju is trying his best to farm this E-Blade, but not finding a lot of farm. Nat, look at the range of his Blink Dagger. It's like 20 million units. Has now stolen the Venom Wards, but it's only rank 1. It's not the most useful spell. But Kinder, he's going to get hit by the Meteor Hammer, and he's definitely going to go down. Jabetmo yet with another kill. They can't kill this Rubik. He's got 2,000 HP because he morphed so much of his HP from Agi into strength. That means his armor is incredibly low, but he doesn't need armor at the moment. The only physical damage is Juggernaut's Omni Slash, and I guess Morphing's right clicks, but he's going E-Blade anyway. So this is the perfect game for Rubik. Tons of health. He is going for a Bloodstone. I like it. I like the Bloodstone. B-Man does not have Blink Dagger. He went Phase Boots Tide, trying to get a really early type of insight, it looks like. I guess makes sense. There's a lot of magic damage coming out from the enemy team, but no blink means he's going to struggle to engage. Stolen Gush, it's only rank T. But still something.
Bottom tower has fallen.
I like the pipe here. It's very good. Against Gyro, it's very good against the Rubik.
Oh yeah.
Even good against both.
It is a good item. I just worry if you go pipe and phase boots, you struggle a little bit with mana on Tide. And I don't feel like a bottle is really enough to fix it. But you have a Bullwhip, which is an incredibly good tier 2 item. 3 mana regen. Tide gets a 1.75 mana regen talent, which he didn't even take. Out comes a massive burst coming up from the Morphling. He would have got the kill if he committed Waveform as well, but he didn't want to commit the Waveform because he wanted to save himself. I think was the correct decision. He's also got another shawl, so that increases the burst which comes out from the Ethereal Blade. Did you know that? That's interesting. Never mind, we'll talk about it later. We're trying to go on to Pango. We've got a lot of damage going to him. Do we have the burst to kill him? That E-Blade may actually have saved him. I think he's still going to go down because Wobble will get the kill with the Phantom's Embrace. It's okay, the Phantom's Embrace will get the kill. V-Man is just chasing forward. He does have Ravage if he wants to commit it. He may think about it. He gets X-Master spotted in place. Killing Pango is good. He's worth a lot of gold at the moment. You do have Battle Fury and Jug. He needs to just farm. He needs the farm. Do you know what's interesting? Look at this. Hold down Alt and E-Blade. You know E-Blade takes 40% more damage. Spell Amp increased the percent damage they take from E-Blade. That's a really weird interaction. So, anyway, we're going in. Not quite going to find anyone though. They thought about it.
He found a Never Shawl on Morphling. That's a really good item on Morphling.
But I didn't realize the Spell Amp makes Ethereal Blade make them take a higher percentage of damage. It almost means Spell Amp is sort of applying twice on the E-Blade, which is pretty strong.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know if that's an intended mechanic, but yeah, that's strange. What's the Rubik doing? Oh, he didn't go Bloodstem. I called it wrong. He went Octarine Core. He turned his Etherns into the Octarine Core. So now he has a massive mana pool, a lot of extra HP, and 25% lower cooldown on all of his spells. Isn't going for early Aghanims on Rubik. I guess there's not a lot of Aghanims effects, which he really needs at the moment. We found Doge. He could just TP out. He is going to TP out. He left that a little bit late, but it's going to be okay because it is a Juggernaut. Keeping the Soulbind. Soulbind is a good ability for Rubik to have because you just Soulbind and immediately Fade Bolt for a billion damage. Looks like they found yet another kill. Luskadoo going to go down. Now that Dire have E-Blade on Morphling, they definitely can find him. Look at the damage. Rubik goes straight in, but I'm not sure it's enough to win the whole team fight. Lifts both of them up, drops them both down. Massive stun. Stole the Veno ultimate. Now, look at all these Fade Bolt stacks. He has plus 356 damage. But he doesn't have enough time to actually use it.
It's a really nice silence coming out from Warba there, preventing the Kunkka following up on the disables from Rubik. So they couldn't turn that.
Dire are playing really, really safe, and I know they're behind this game, but I think this is slow and steady wins the race. They've got 2 very strong cores. Morphling's late game is incredible, and of course so is Juggernauts when he can just farm up. And I think Juggernaut does better against Gyro than Gyro does against Juggernaut. So I feel like if the Dire can just be really safe this game, really careful, they may end up winning the game eventually. Oh, Kunkka has a cast range talent at level 10. 150, that's actually pretty good. Helps with the Meteor Hammer, helps with X marks the spot, the Torrent, the boat.
Definitely not bad.
Yeah, that's a good talent. You've got level 17 on the Rubik, still miles ahead on the net worth, but the problem is, Octarine Core, does that do enough for your team?
He will eventually fall off. He's just a Rubik after all. Like, he has good spells to steal. But
yeah,
there's a Morphling in this game, there's a Jug in this game. These heroes don't care about you at some point.
He needs the Daedalus. He should have gone Daedalus Moonshard, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Right, and also this Never Shawl on Morphling makes it so he's very tanky.
Yeah. That's a good point. Brings him up to 43% magic resist. You've also got the Pipe Aura coming out from Tide. That's a 10% magic resistance aura and a 400 shield. It's going to be hard. Rubik has, low cooldowns, but he doesn't have the consistent damage like, let's say, a Leshrac has. Eventually, if they can tank the burst, he can't do much in the team fight. Out comes the...
It's a stolen Poison Nova, by the way, on Rubik at the moment. Stolen Poison Nova.
Well, it doesn't do a lot, 'cause it's only rank 1. Rank 1 Poison Nova. I mean, Rubik is nearly level 18. He doesn't want a rank 1 Poison Nova. He wants a high rank Poison Nova, but you can't have a high rank if you out-level everyone. That's the problem. Nat goes in. He does use it. I think they are going to get the kill on Kinders of Pride. No way he lives. V-Man does have Ravage. Is he going to think about using it, or is he just going to go back? Soulbind is used on somewhat, but he is nowhere near any of his teams. He's just going to roll away. Rolls in. Doesn't actually find another one. He's very far and uses Swashbuckle to escape. So they just got a kill on a support and nothing else. But, you know, a kill is a kill. Meteor
You're
Hammer in
right,
tower.
the Poison Nova did nothing to Morphling.
Yeah, nothing.
One
Rank
poison.
1. It's not, rank 1 at 25 minutes on level 16 Morphling. He does not care.
Nice torrent.
Oh. It finds V-Man. They don't get a lot off it, though.
Wait, Nat also has a Never Shoal.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has it. We dropped the Ravage, but do we have enough burst to kill Nat? We're going to try. We're doing a lot of damage. The real poison never been used, but it's only rank 1. Witch Doctor, oh, 3-man torrent. This is so much damage. Meteor Hammer as well. Hits the entire enemy team. And the Omni Slash goes on. Does actually get a kill on Debate Mail. The Deutsch, he has the TP out. Is that enough damage? We get the Basher. We've already got Basher on someone with the Swashbuckler. It's actually enough to cancel the TP.
What a beautiful torrent there.
That was a 3-man torrent into a 3. I mean, let's do a replay on that. It was a beautiful fight. We need to see that again.
That's worth a replay for sure.
That is. Let's have a look. There's a pause, so we have a bit of time to really study this fight. So Vima just walks in. I think you're going to see him go onto the high ground now, which he does. He sees Rubik and he thinks, I'm going to Ravage straight away. Tries to get the damage off. They blink in, they do a lot of damage, 4-star from Kinder, but then a 3-man torrent into a Meteor Hammer and a cooldown, so much damage. The entire Dire team just gets shredded.
They all get flagged, and
there's a lot of AoE, and then Deutsch TP gets cancelled. It's just an absolute perfect team fight. Everything goes well for them there.
So well executed.
Really
Amazing.
Nice to see. And look, perfect timing because we are resuming the game. And now the Radiant are even further ahead. Yes, they lost both their supports, but they managed to take down Morphling and Juggernaut, both the cores. Meteor Hammer has gone, but you've got Gyro here. Nat goes in again, picks someone up, doing a ton of burst damage, steals Phantom's Embrace, yet again. I think Robber's going to be fine.
Oh.
Yeah, 4-star. Missile gets... Nat, look where Nat's linked into. Nat can't get the Fable off, does try to TP out, actually gets the TP as well. What a greedy play that is. Debate is trying to deny him.
Debate hitting him in pain.
If only he hit harder. That would have been amazing if he got like a huge crit. If he was a core Kunker, just one.
If only he skilled that 30 damage talent instead.
Yeah, that was funny. He's now going for Pipe on the Kunker, which I think is the right play. I've never, ever seen Kunker's Agnum Shard. I just don't know if it's any good. 225 magic damage
It's
sounds
very
nice.
good. It's actually very good.
It sounds nice.
Yeah.
I mean, Kunker's quite spoilt for choice because his Ag Shard and his Agnums both give him new abilities. But he can end up with 5 different abilities, which is nice. It is bad, very bad, says Ollie. Well, I thought it was kind of bad. 225 magic damage seems alright, and it pushes people away, but I don't see how you get into position as Kunker to use it. It's just
It has
odd.
a huge range. It has a huge range.
True.
He just like, fires it ahead.
Maybe if he could surf on it, it'd be cool. Then it would be good.
The thing is, like, the utility is kind of limited because you just push people away. It's kind of like a fear in a way.
It doesn't synergize. That's the problem. It's kind of doesn't really
Yeah.
go with his skill set.
Doesn't fit his other spells.
Trying to get X marks the spot, doesn't manage to find it. Morphling is on the run. Morphling is trying to go BKB. Juggernaut has gone Sanjanyasha, now going Abyssal. The problem with this build is you have very, very low attack speed if you go Battle Fury and Sanjanyasha. Sanjanyasha only gives 32 attack speed, Basher doesn't give any. Battle Fury gives none. You've got 1 Wraith Band. Doug's Agigain is pretty poor. You don't have much attack speed with that build. You maybe need to grab something else first. Maybe just a Glove of Haste or Blitz Knuckles. You've got the space for it.
He's got an attack speed talent, which is pretty good. But
Yeah,
other
and
than
5
that-
tool stats, but it's not a massive deal. I mean, you get 20 attack speed at level 15 on Juggernaut. You get 200 at level 20 on Crystal Maiden. Slightly better.
Veteran is working on that Satanic. He's gonna be very, very tanky in fights.
Yeah, I like this. The way you play Gyro is kind of odd. Like, the hero doesn't have any built-in steroids, yet you build pure tank. You get Aghanims, you get BKB, you get tank. You just become a tank. Just throw yourself in there and just spam your Rocket Barrage on cooldown. That tends to be enough damage. And they can't kill you. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
The spells do a lot of damage. Actually, I really like the Gyro Shard as well.
Rocket Barrage hits an extra target and increases its duration from 3 to 4 seconds. Yeah, maybe he should get that. Maybe next
A
item.
lot of damage output.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to play a pure tank Gyro who wants to live as long as possible in the game, in the fights. You might as well improve the damage that you're going to do with the Shard.
Will they just walk up and in the
Nat
triangle?
blinks
Here
in.
they have
Nat has
vision.
so much range. Wobber's going to go down. I think they haven't actually got on Wobber yet. Somehow Wobber has managed to survive. I can't see any way of him getting out though. He is going to be brought down. The kill will go out. Ravage has been used. It's a 4-man Ravage, but the Dire just aren't ready to come in.
There's no follow-up.
Yeah, E-Blade onto Pango. That's not going to do enough damage. Somewhat. Getting the stuns off. Deutsch has to use his ultimate, has to use his Blade Fury, which doesn't really do any damage. And now Rubik, he's just stolen it. Out comes the cooldown. Massive amounts of damage, and Morphling, he actually has enough damage on him to bring him down as well, bring him down. Oh, that is not looking good for the Dire. You see, they have no ability to engage. V-Man just walked in, got the 4-man Ravage, but his team were not nearby. Everyone has to be close, otherwise, yeah, that's it. No follow-up.
Yeah. Also, they took this fight with Grimstroke already being dead, and he's very important to stop this Pango ult, for example.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big problem. And now Veteran nearly has the full Satanic. In fact, I think it's the whole Satanic coming to him now. There's no way you're going to be able to bring him down. Not even if you Ravage him. He's got 3,000 HP. He's still got the Aegis. This is a chance to... Oh, Nat just going in with the spin. Is that enough damage to get the kill? Uses the lift. It steals the Stroke of Fate. Gets the kill with it because, of course, no cast time. Nat has a full BKB. He's going to use it. He actually has a Psychic Headband. So his cast range is absolutely ridiculous.
Pipe.
Look at
Very
the range
nice
of his
pipe.
Look at the range of his telekinesis.
Saved, yeah. That pipe saved though by
It
by
did.
V-Man.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Good.
I think Nat's in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, he's going to go down. No, he actually stays alive because we've got a pipe from Tibetman. He will finally die. Out comes the Omni Slash as well. Is this the Dire's chance to actually get a team fight that works? They can't kill Veteran. He just pops the Satanic. No one can take him down. He is so fast moving as well because he has been bullwhipped by Jabate now. Juju would escape. They are chasing him down. They have managed to kill Nat, who was the richest here in the game. They still have enough damage to bring him down. They cannot kill Veteran. Veteran is top net worth again. Second game running where Veteran is just absolutely dominating.
He's on fire today.
He is. You know, the Gunner has 700 attack range, whereas the normal Jar only has 365. So that Gunner is incredibly strong.
It always hits the target that's the furthest away from him.
Does it?
Yeah, they changed it. Like, they nerfed Gyro in a way that it doesn't hit a random target anymore. It only hits the target that's furthest away. That's why it's always hitting the same thing there, because it's in range.
Okay. I'm actually going to drop the cooldown onto the Kinder. Cooldown doing a lot of damage. Both salvos, both rockets going to be enough damage. That's 700 damage if both missiles land.
Yeah.
Which is just going to be enough to take down a poor support. I mean, Venomancer is level 12. Level 12 Venomancer being killed by level 22 Gyro. Jabate trolling his own team, getting Luskatu killed. He does have the Glimmer Cape, so he's going to be fine. Maybe it's a bait, or it's a clever bait. Veteran, he just goes straight in. He's got the Chrysalis now. He finally decided he wants to get some damage. There's going to be a buyback from Veno. And Morphling is now up. Here's a 5 versus 5. This is a chance to try and kill Deutsch. Out comes the Soulbind. Meteor Hammer isn't going to land on anyone. Deutsch is just being chased by the Gyro. Look at Gyro just aggressively chasing him. Gets the healing wall, still right-clicking him. I don't think enough damage is going to be coming out to die to the Maledict. The Dire are playing so defensive, they're pretty much cowering inside their own base. I think it's time to take some of these tier 2 towers.
Yeah, someone pinged it. Guys, let's kill some towers. There they go.
Nat is morphing even more strength now. Decided that armor is for losers, so he's going to be on 4 armor, but 3,400 HP.
So much HP.
It's a lot of HP. Yeah. Oh, it decides, nah, I want a little bit more. 6 armor. 6 armor's better. Psychic Headband is such a nice item for him. This guy has a ridiculous amount of cast speed. Keep that going to Veteran. Quite a lot of damage. He does have Satanic. He looks like he wants to go in. He pops Satanic. Constantly getting free hits off. Look, full HP. Nat goes in, gets a free kill and killing supply. That's a buyback. He's not coming back for 60 seconds.
The cast range is insane.
I mean, he has got everything possible. Out comes the V-Man Ravage. This is a 5-man Ravage full into the Omnisat. This is chance for the Dire to do something. Look at the damage. Juju did stolen the Gyrocopter's damage. Immediately gets a triple kill. Stealing the flat cannon is huge, but Veteran, he comes back to life, and this may still be a kill worth having. Yep, Veteran, he managed to get 1 kill. Soulbind keeping them together. I don't think they're going to be able to chase V-Man. GG, being kept in place by the Gleipnir. I don't think that's what you want to be doing. You cannot kill Veteran. Do not underestimate how strong this man is. GG, I think you've just got yourself killed. Yep, there's going to be a coup. We've got Abyssal Blade on the Morphling. Morphling went Abyssal Gleipnir. So 2 very expensive items, but providing a lot of lockdown. And even 2 versus 4, they have absolutely no trouble winning that fight. And now they're going to take another set of racks.
They're just absolutely huge. Like, they're just so far ahead.
The Gyro built so much tanky items, so much survivability. You just cannot bring him down. They did manage to finally kill him, but he had the Aegis.
Yep. And now he's just here The enemy team is dead. He's free to kill some buildings, and it's only one set
He
of
went,
racks.
he went the rocket barrage damage, which makes me feel like if you're going to do that, you probably should take the shard. Because you're adding damage to rocket barrage. Quite a lot of damage, actually. 16 damage is a massive increase. So now it does... it applies 3 times, doesn't it? Do the maths.
It does 38.
Is it 1200 damage, roughly?
It's a lot.
It's just under 1200 damage.
That's
I think it's 1140.
And if you increase it by 1 second,
1140.
it's very good. And on 2 targets, of course. So
Yeah, exactly. And
as
that's
long
what
as he gets in there, he's gonna do it.
Well, he's got a Daedalus now, so he does actually hit hard with his auto attacks as well. We don't have Ravage, and that's a really big problem, because that's the only way that I had a chance. But now we have Stolen Flat Cannon. So massive Flat Cannon hits come out from GG. Still got 5 hits to do, but isn't going to use them. Instead, going to E-Blade. We're spinning on Veteran, but Veteran just pops the BKB and pops Satanic straight away. It might have been a little bit early.
That's
But
a lot.
it doesn't matter. I mean, if within the BKB he can take the rack, that's going to be GG. Rocket has been stolen. Out comes the Soulbind. Double silence. Cooldown has been used. Juju, he doesn't do enough damage. He does get the Flat Cannon off, but he's not hitting hard enough. We've now got the Abyssal Blade going on to Doige. He is silenced. He's going to go down. Does have buybacks. He's immediately going to buy back somewhat, just rolling him. But they're just trying to focus this rack. Kinder Surprise does manage to get his ultimate on the entire enemy team, but he immediately gets killed by Veteran, who now is level 25. Does he have time to level up a talent? Yes, he just went for 3 homing missile charges. V-Man finally has skilled Ravage, or learnt Ravage, and Nat immediately steals it and gets the return Ravage onto V-Man. Triple kill for Veteran. Juju trying to get a kill, does manage to find one, but there is nothing which can take down Veteran. Absolutely nothing at all. This man is so strong. He even has evasion coming out from the Elven Tunic. Nice spring back. X marks the spot coming into the Meteor Hammer. Nat just spinning around, creating a lot of havoc. Nat went 13-17 this game. Absolutely huge mid-Rubik that kept up the potential. But Veteran, the ultimate core, had a great lane, farmed up nice and patiently, turned up to these fights completely unkillable. And Juju, you're going to go down, I'm afraid. E-Blade, well, it doesn't matter. Veteran doesn't really care about the E-Blade. More buybacks, but it's going to be GG. A little bit too late there. In fact, no, maybe they will get a kill. Jabetmo does go down. You still can't kill Veteran. He has popped his Satanic, which of course is just automatically firing, keeping him alive.
The lifesteal, he just doesn't care. He's
Well,
just sitting
he
there.
does now. Maybe. Does he? Gets another kill. Pops the BKB. Man fights the Morphling because he does have a Daedalus. And yeah, he really doesn't care. And that's going to be GG.
Yeah, in the end there, like this Rubik made so much space, killed so many heroes, while Veteran was just farming, getting huge, and that they transitioned this lead so well.
Coordinator has been ruined again, being currently updated. That's annoying. We didn't get to see either of the endgame screens. But that happens. And anyway, the Radiant won. I had so many predictions. It looked really positive on the Morphling. Look, 2,200 points going to Roger Rabbit, that's Megan, and Exterminator, that's Miles. So there you go. You thought Morphling would win. I was really confident in Morphling too. Thought he'd have a good lane. Did manage to get some farm. Thought, well, Juggernaut, he's managed to get quite an early Battle Fury too. Or a decent time Battle Fury. But in the end, there was just so much momentum coming out from the Radiant with Rubik all over the place, just getting endless kills. And the Dire, they just couldn't respond to it in time.
Yep.
Cool. GG. I've got the annoying sound of Morphling morphing in the background, so I'm going to try and disconnect from that because I don't want that.
I'm already out.
There we go. Leave game. Leave game. I can't. The coordinator is completely ruined, but it doesn't matter. We managed to get both our in-house games in first, which is good. Okay, we're going to end up the stream then. Thanks a lot for casting with me.
My pleasure. Very
Okay.
nice, very nice.
You're always welcome.
Good games
Yeah.
today. Good
Yeah,
games today.
really
Those
good
are
games.
fun to watch.
Really good games, yeah. We got lucky with the games. All right. See you then. As Love and Laughter said, 2 really good games. I think they were quite balanced, and Veteran ended up being the most farmed hero in both of those games, so he's going to be happy with his performance there, and also Nat getting to play his signature hero, but in the mid lane. So one announcement I want to make, I'm going to probably be cutting down on the amount of in-houses that I cast from 3 a week to 2 a week. It's because I want to do some other casting as well. I'm going to try and do some casting for the R2DL EU League, which is like a massive in-house group that anyone can join. It's one of the biggest in-house groups. They're still going to happen. There's still going to be 3 in-houses a week. The RCDC in-houses, they're still going to happen. Just I'm not going to cast all 3 of them. I'm going to cast 2 of them because I want to do some other casting to sort of, expand my casting options basically, and get a little bit of experience casting other people as well, taking it as seriously as I can. But the in-houses will still happen, and anyone is free to stream them or cast them. But because the games from the RD2L League, they're on Wednesdays, that's where I'm going to be casting, replacing our Wednesday game. Talking about the emote slot, yes, I have got some emotes being commissioned at the moment. They're being created by someone on Fiverr as we speak. If they are a better style than the ones I currently have, I'll replace all of my emotes with the new ones. At the moment, they do look a little bit different because I don't have touch with the original artist who created my emotes. I'll see if I can get in touch with her, but it's been quite a while and she's no longer active on Fiverr, so I'm getting someone else to create some emotes for me. So they should be ready soon, and then the subs can enjoy their 4th emote. Maybe the 5th and 6th one if we get enough subs, but we'll have to see what happens. Good games. The next in-house is Saturday at 2:30. Hope to see you then.